Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, Fisker's back in the news again. Yes, the old Fisker Karma that was actually bought up through bankruptcy by the Chinese supply manufacturer Wang Xing. Now, Wang Xing's actually got some big plans for this make coming up very, very soon. Hearing a lot of rumblings that quite possibly this vehicle could go back into production by the year of 2015. And not only is Wang Xing thinking about doing that, bringing back the very popular Karma, also talking about bringing a couple of other models along with it maybe in the next 4 or 5 years. One being the surf wagon concept. There was actually a design study that never actually got I don't think they ever actually built a full concept vehicle of that as well. Not to mention the entry-level Atlantic that was long rumored but never actually saw the light of day. This will be very interesting to see what Wang Xing's got up their sleeve when this vehicle does actually go back into production, hopefully officially, and hopefully the vehicle will be going on sale sometime in the year of 2015 as well. So we'll keep you in tune to what comes of this in the future. Next up on the list, well, the folks over at Ferrari are doing something interesting. The brand new LaFerrari is actually getting ready to be put into the hands of buyers all around the world and is now being put in the hands of the press. Now, over the past several weeks, a lot of folks have gotten a chance to drive this particular automobile, and there's an embargo out on the automobile that was just lifted over the past couple of days. Now, if you're not 100% sure what an embargo is, it's something that's not only exclusive to the automobile industry. You look at like the movie industry, they'll do the same thing. They'll bring folks in to pre-watch some of the films, especially if they're in the press, and then they tell them they can't talk about the film until the release date of the film to create a little bit more buzz for it. Now, it's a little bit different in the automobile industry, as the automobile industry wants the interweb really started to kick into high gear. That magazine and print was actually getting trumped by the internet a lot when it came to these vehicles, and being it was their bread and butter, at least for the majority of the time, the print media, the car manufacturers actually put in embargoes who wouldn't allow anybody to actually talk about this. Now, this is only like a little handshake thing. Hey, don't talk about this, please. That was pretty much all there was to it, but apparently Ferrari is serious enough about the brand new automobile that they're threatening journalists with the equivalency of 70,000 US dollars if they talk about this vehicle ahead of time. Folks over at Autosport actually put out a video a little bit ahead of the embargo. The folks over at topspeed.com on their website, but that video was hastily taken down and waited till after the embargo was up, and then they put up another one. But that being said, I have never ever heard of this in the automobile industry. Very interesting deal, and I think it might be something that maybe only a manufacturer like Ferrari could actually pull off. Like a lot of people might, other manufacturers may just blow them off and just do whatever the heck they wanted. I know a lot of folks do that anyway, but it's kind of, like I said, the embargo is kind of a real trust type of thing. Next up on the list, the Chevrolet SS, the fantastic little four-door saloon from the folks over at General Motors. It's actually built in Australia, or at least is for a short time heading forward before production comes to the United States. But apparently, General Motors has been listening to the enthusiasts and has probably been listening to this fat guy. Okay, they probably didn't listen directly to me, but it left definitely to the enthusiasts. This vehicle's going to get a couple of big upgrades when it comes to the 2015 model year. Not only is this thing going to get magnetic ride control, which is fantastic, but that 450 brake horsepower normally aspirated V8 is going to get a little bump up behind it. Yes, there's going to be 3 pedals in the footwell. This car is going to get a manual transmission. Now, General Motors hasn't made anything official about this, nor have they put out any pricing on this as of yet, nor have they actually come out and said exactly what the transmission is going to be. A lot of folks are pointing towards the Chevrolet Camaro SS's 6-speed manual transmission that will be going into this automobile, but my goodness, what a fantastic piece of kit. It's going to be hitting the American streets very, very soon. Cannot wait to see this manual transmission in production. And last up on the list, the whimsy knows no bounds from the folks over at Mini. They are always building something that's very, very entertaining. And this being one of those vehicles was actually done as a blue sky type project from a lot of the instructors and also the actual apprentices underneath those instructors from a couple of manufacturing plants in Germany where they kind of let them loose on a mini Paceman. Mini Paceman being the Countryman's little brother, as you will. Not having 4 doors, only having 2 doors. But they actually took this vehicle, and obviously, as you can tell from the pictures, they made a little pickup truck out of it. The rear gate's actually been reworked, where it actually works down like a tailgate. Not to mention the roof rack with the wheels and tires, bunch of off-road lights on the vehicle. It's got a trailer hitch on the back. A very cool little concept. Now, if your mouth is watering over this particular automobile, I'm going to crush all your dreams. This is a one-off deal, and Mini has absolutely no plans of actually building this particular model. But if enough of you Mini fans actually raise up your voices, there's always that opportunity. Even though that's just me talking, not Mini, so we'll wait and see what comes of that in the future. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, links down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. I thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.